welcome to Fluketronic. So up now we're going to take a second look at this idea of putting flat wound strings on the konablaster baritone ukulele. So what I did here, this is a very low tuning. What I did, shout out to Angel at Grit and Chime in Clayton, North Carolina for doing the work here. So I asked him to put on a new nut and set this up for the low 4 strings of a pyramid flat wound set. This was the set that we selected. This is the true vintage fattest strings that they make. And we ended up here actually with a hybrid set because 2 of those broke during the setup. So the low string and the 3rd string, or 2nd string, are actually kind of some prototype strings, I think. So I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say what those are because I don't think those are commercially available, but I really like the feel of them. So I'm hoping those actually come available at some point, and I might switch out the other 2. So they are noticeably smoother than even the pyramids, which are on the 3rd and the 1st. 3rd in particular is noticeably not rough, but rougher than the other 3. So kind of a hybrid string set. The other surprising thing, I wasn't really sure where this was going to end up tuning wise, and still may end up playing around with it some, but Angel ended up actually with a DGBE, which is a baritone ukulele setting, but octave down. So it's actually deeper than even normal guitar tuning. So it's the bottom string is a step lower. It's like a drop D for electric guitar on a 19-inch scale. So pretty shocked at that. And the tension is really not bad. So that's pretty cool. You could easily turn this into like a piccolo bass setup. So even a drop D piccolo bass. So like the D string here is actually the same string as the 2nd string EADG on the bass on you might see on the wall over there on the Fluketronic bass. So that is the same as the 2nd string. All right, so it's an octave up from a bass guitar, which is really wild, having this on such a short scale instrument. So yeah, this could easily be turned into like a piccolo bass just by winding up two steps here, or 2 semitones. So what that gives me here is kind of a standard baritone setup. I was kind of expecting it to be more along the lines of a low C, kind of an octave C setup, but pretty cool. So this is and you could even drop it down even a little lower if you wanted, for some odd reason. If you wanted to really gent with this thing, you probably could. So I was playing around with on an amp a little bit earlier, and what that tends to give is chords are a little bit muddy. What I'm recording and what you're hearing for this is I'm recording straight, just direct input from Apogee Jam input into the iPad. So I'm recording that direct, and we'll see what that sounds like. But single notes are very nice. Chords are maybe a little bit muddy, but we'll see how that sounds. And does respond well to tone and volume. And so this particular instrument, if you can see, has a humbucker, but it also has a split coil to get to more of a single coil sound. So if I pull that up and get the single coil, I get a little bit brighter sound and a little bit less muddy on the chords. Oh yeah, pretty cool. Other thing we're trying to do here is some EBow stuff. So let me go ahead and pull that out, and I'll move the camera back down so you can kind of see what's going on. Let's see how it responds to the EBow. Okay, I think we'll stop there. So definitely responds to the EBow. So that's pretty cool. So what are we going to do with this? I don't know. We'll come up with some more backing tracks and just playing around with the looper and stuff like we've been recently. So that'll be the first stop. But yeah, pretty cool. Nice setup and lots to explore from here. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you later.